24 hours before this footage was taken, Mount Savannah, the site acknowledged as the cradle of mankind in the Pilanesberg, was bare, open veldt. It was soon to host several hundred guests and a wedding ceremony. The locals took it all in their stride. Camp Director Peter Hayward headed the team.
This was in fact the main haunt of the 3 rhino on the farm, and we had to shoo them away. But what's nice about it is they flattened everything for us. So it was a perfect spot for a gin tent and absolutely perfect for the wedding. But what's different is that there was nothing here 2 days ago. We brought in about 100 tons of equipment and round about 8,000 items to turn this into what looks like a permanent lodge.
True to the traditional safaris of old that included family heirlooms and all the comforts of a mobile manor house, an authentic scene was set. With poetic license, the husband and wife duo drew inspiration from Arabia to North Africa.
We move into various areas, normally World Heritage sites or places of great beauty where there isn't a set brick and mortar venue. And we bring everything in with us to set it up. We put the Persian carpets down, the tent is made of Indian cotton canvas, and then we put all these cushions out for people to lounge around, and so everything's wood and copper and brass, and it's in the style that we feel things would have been done in those days when they were done properly.
The colonial-style theme left no room for a traditional multi-tiered wedding cake. In its stead, guests would help themselves to sweets according to their own tastes.
This is quite a new fashionable idea, and we're doing chocolate brownies on the bottom, a layer of nougat, another layer of chocolate brownies, and we'll finish off with Turkish Delight on the top. Decorating with a little bit of icing sugar and rose petals.
The inclusion of brownies was at the bride's request and was just one of many personal touches to this wedding. Artist Neil DeLew was commissioned to capture various scenes in watercolors for the couple's home. It was not by chance that Lily van Wyk and Arnold Geertz were to say their vows on this historic spot.
We got engaged here in Feb last year, and it's a half an hour from Johannesburg, so it's perfect. And it's nice to have something that people will talk about for a little while and say, well, that was a very different wedding.
And that included the absence of the usual limousine to transport the bride. Uncertain weather prevented a tiger moth from landing, and so her arrival was more James Bond than Bundu Bash. What kept to more classic lines was the design of the wedding gown.
We've chosen these wonderful warm golden tones to suit her beautiful skin, necklaces to match. We've chosen a simple raw natural silk, and very carefully following what Lily wanted. She was after something that was simple, elegant, suited her personality, not something wide and flowing that was difficult to operate in.
Accompanied by her parents, Lily joined her husband-to-be and Reverend Gary Rivas for the afternoon ceremony. Guests who witnessed their vows read like a who's who of South Africa and included sporting legends and high-profile personalities. They all had sound advice on how to keep the balance between passion and practicality.
If Arnold listens, he'll make this a wonderful marriage to Lily, especially for men. You know, we struggle with listening. We always want to be in charge and tell everybody what to do, and I think if we learn to listen a little bit more and hear what people have got to say, especially our spouses, we might get on a little better.
But also when the hour is dark, when you know who you are.
They love each other dearly, and I think their origin revolves around the friendship that they have. And I think that is most probably the pillar that they need to lean on as they go into their life together.
They need to take the time out to do those special things, because it's easy for it to die away, you know, like to have breakfast in bed or just to cuddle if it's like a rainy afternoon or something, have tea together, cuddle together.
I think don't make it too complicated. You know, each one needs his space sometimes, and just make sure that whenever they need you, you're there.
Always stand by each other and just love each other. Makes a lot of things easier.
It looked as if they'd have no need for a blueprint of how to keep romance alive. In the meantime, no wedding is counted a success if guests go hungry. With a menu that embraced everything from African sushi to tempura prawns, a gathering of mana demanded grilled pepper-encrusted fillets served with onions and freshly baked rolls. It seemed to hit the right spot and fuel the energy to endorse a union of kindred spirits.
She cries easily with me and she laughs easily with me. and she has the special qualities that I think will make me a better person, and that's important to me. She's made my life fuller by 1,000%.
Arnold is a very passionate person, and he makes me feel like a real woman. He's a real gentleman. He still opens the door, and can't find better.
Arnold's ring is made from the resilient titanium. Lily's features one of the rarest stones, tanzanite. Long life and precious commitment should characterize this match.